was wanted to try to watch party. That was different. Oh, howdy. Got two people snuck in on me. I was looking on there. Who we got? Oh, you ain't talking. Talk to me. And now we got one. There we go. Paul, what's up, man? What's going on with you, my brother? My brother from another mother, but we got the same father, and he's awesome. Snuck that in on you, didn't I? Well, evidently it sent out notifications, eh? Wow, surprised me. I ain't got more people in yet. Might be a short live stream tonight. Oh, me, oh my. Maybe I scared them off doing that watch party. That is a cool truck. You sure got it lowered. You see the tires on that bad boy? Done utility game, I hear you. Long hoods, old iron, and cab overs. What's up, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
Just a live stream.
Oh, did you? So I'm live?
Well, you're talking and I'm live streaming. You know you're on the speakerphone. Just now a second person joined in. So how goes it out in your
Not so good.
damn it? I understand. Alright. If you ain't busy, I'll try calling you tomorrow. I thought about it today and I figured you was real busy.
Yeah, I was trying.
Right? I'll call you tomorrow and we'll catch up.
Alright, man.
Alright, brother. Bye. So who's number two that joined us? Come on, talk me up, people. Give me something to talk about. I don't want to sit there and just look at me. I get jealous seeing how good looking I is. Carlos, what's up, my brother? My brother, another mother. She didn't teach me to eat jalapenos, though. Well, maybe the mild ones. With cream cheese and bacon, thank you very much. I don't think I made you any of my poppers while you was visiting, did I? Brandon, if that ain't a stranger, what's up, brother? Love you too, my brother. Been waiting on you to call me. I've been leaving you alone. I tried calling a few times. No good results, so I left you alone waiting on you to give me a ring-a-dingy. What was that girl's name off Saturday Night Live? One ring-a-dingy? Two ring-a-dingies? Is this the person to whom I am speaking? Man, her name's right there too, right on the tip of my... Ruth Buzzy, was that it? She's crazy. It's an art form. I hear you. Kind of like that four-wheeler trying to back up. See if they hit that car. Cutter, what's up, my brother? And I ain't even going to go on about the thumbs up. I really don't care anymore. Warwick, what's up, brother? Busy? Are you building on that house? Did you get all that legal mumble jumble straightened out? Now you actually pounding nails? You know, I kind of miss my construction days. I used to remodel. I did very little new construction. I did some, and I know, well, I did know how. I miss my woodworking. Finally closed, so the building begins. I'm jealous, my brother. Now, did you do your own layout, draw up your own plans, or did you have somebody do all that for you? Because I enjoyed all of it. There was many an evening I sat just drawing up plans of my dream homes. Never did get to build one, but I drew a bunch of them. I found it quite fun. How about that little three-sided ruler that's got a name for gauging the sizes? Boy, the mind's going. Warwick works with wood too. Well, yeah, that'd be a hell of a flight over here to help him. Well, how's the babies doing, Brandon? All's good with the babies, I hope. Okay, started with a model and modified it. I understand, let's do that. Then when the computer age came in, my kids started trying to put programs on my desktop that would do that, and that lost me. That wasn't near as much fun as taking your ruler out and doing the math, not to me. Oh, Carlos. Don't be bad mouthing our Australian people. He does have 3 friends over there. They might get in a damn dinghy and head your way. Then you'd be in trouble. California invaded by Australians. Firehouse, what's going on, brother? Don't recollect seeing you in here before, so welcome to the live stream. Well, it's California. Everybody's welcome to California. I heard they're passing another law out there that they're making against the law to have gates on the cemeteries. Said it was keeping too many of their voters out. Oh yeah, Papa Joe got jokes tonight. And Carlos called me on his ride home today, and I kept giving him a bunch of bad jokes. I can't help it. He was polite enough to laugh. Yeah, we do, Warwick. I think we could have fun together, brother. Well, being Swift's always laying down, probably prime. Well, cool beans. Now, that's something special for my girlfriend. She gets to have a new baby and a new grandbaby. I bet she's in grandma mama heaven. Pecan, what's up, Fee? Well, I'm glad to see some of y'all coming in tonight. I really haven't read them yet. I had a driver call me today and was telling me about the new rules. And I've got a link to them. I've been sitting here looking at other stuff. And I tell you the truth, I'm so damn burnt out on trucking, I really don't care. You know, we got people that really ain't got a clue about the industry that's making rules because somebody else bribed them. And that's all lobbyists are, is bribers. They go in there and bribe. I still like old Robert Williams' thing about make them wear their patches on who paid for them. Just like NASCAR. Cal, howdy. Bobby, howdy. Yeah, I know, Brandon. It's almost 9:30 p.m. Oh yeah, and that's what I tell people, Cutter. It don't matter what industry, and if you stay in it 27 years like I've been in this, and one of the changes, and you grow old doing it, it don't matter what you're doing, it gets old. "12:30 p.m., so it's about noon there. Well, it's like 9:30 Wednesday evening here, so it's, what, 12:30, noon 30 Thursday where you're at, right? Well, hell, you're going to be popping a top before long. I think I'm going to see if Mama wants to put a fire in that old fire pit out there and sat around the fire one night this weekend. Yeah, I hear you, Cutter. That's what I'm saying. Even flying helicopters. You know, I'm sure that gets old. It don't matter what your job is. Now, you're with the railroad up there now, right? You was with Border Patrol, and now you're with the railroad, correct? Although I don't know why in the world railroad would need helicopter pilots, but okay. I thought you was driving a truck back during the winter, a snow plow or something, a salt shaker. Or am I getting you confused with somebody else? And I hope y'all can hear me over the noisy truck next door and the fan in the back. Y'all hear me okay? Water. It sucks, but I'm drinking water. That's all I've drank all week since Monday morning. Water. Got a Mountain Dew over there. Oh, I did have a sip of Mountain Dew the other night. Take my evening meds. I got the energy drinks here on the floor, my coffee in a can, and I'm drinking water. Wife got me a 32 pack of water over there. You think she wanted me to drink water? Okay, an air ambulance, man, that's gotta suck, to be honest with you. I mean, that's why I used to be a volunteer fireman. A lot of people don't know that. And down there on that island I lived on, that was back when AIDS first started in the 80s. And people just ran, oh man. We did more accidents than you'd shake a stick at. I got tired of the accidents. Some of them are pretty bad, people. You don't know what our first responders go through. More. But I guarantee you, if you're a first responder, my hat's off to you, brother. Thank you. Because it is not an easy job. If people wonder how they get that PTSD from being a first responder, you ain't got a clue some of the stuff they see. Some of it's bad, real bad. Well, my lid didn't like me. Oh, goodness. Now, have y'all picked up on Little Joe and I starting another YouTube channel? Oh, yeah, Warwick. I know you crave them bad, brother. Ralph, howdy. Well, I didn't know you could get certified as a first responder, but it don't surprise me. But see, I've always done the small towns and rural America, so I'm not surprised that the cities and stuff would have people certified. And I've been told I need to be certified, but it wasn't as a first responder. I think they was trying to insult me. 8 to 10. Dadgummit, brother. I just turned down a local job. Would have got me home every night and every weekend, but the money just wasn't there. So I thought long and hard, and me and Grandma crunched the numbers. Yeah, I know it, Cutter. I just ain't into that. If I'm going to drink water, I just drink water. Grandma gets, Carlos, what's the name of them waters Grandma gets? But they got a flavor to them. I just don't like them. Oh. And I'm trying to cut out a whole bunch of sugars and chemicals and all that nonsense. Trying to clean the whole body up a little bit, flush it out. No, that ain't the name of hers. I can't think of her right now. But yeah, she gets an orange and a grape, lemon, wild berry. They got about 4 or 5 of them. And she takes her lemon water, and she has a little tea packet that she adds to it, which I've never been a guy to do tea. I know, they damn near pulled my card away from me. Got my truck washed today. It's actually clean. TJ, what is up, my brother? And I had barbecue for dinner tonight. It ain't on my new diet. I'm working on a new diet, which is hard for the truck. Got to figure out how to get more fresh veggies in me. And less meat and BS. And you know, out here on the road, all you get is some kind of fake meat. Mystery meat's what I call it. Bunch of carbs. I'm trying to cut them out too. Bunch of trash. That's all the food is that they feed us out here. And I'm including Burger King and all them in with it. McDonald's. It's all trashy food that ain't good for us. And I'm tired of eating it. I think sauerkraut should qualify as a vegetable. It's lettuce and cabbage, ain't it? I'm going to get me a steamer for out here. I do not eat just raw vegetables, and that's how you're supposed to, but I don't eat raw vegetables. But I'm going to get me a steamer and bring some fresh veggies out and try doing them in the microwave in a steamer. And I like cabbage. Corned beef and cabbage, love it. The daughter-in-law, Crystal, she has a wilted cabbage that she does. And one of my subscribers was telling me they did it too. Oh, Paul. Paul's the one that said he did it. But see, they'll wilt it in a skillet with bacon grease. And then they'll have it with their bacon and eggs for breakfast. Which I'm trying to cut out some of that grease and stuff. I gotta lose a few pounds. I'm not just a totally obese blob, but I'm no skinny boy either. Yeah, I do too, Carlos. Love my some sauerkraut. Oh, excuse me, that water bites. Me and Grandma was just talking about them green beans today. About raw green. I ain't never tried them as a snack food. Now, snap green beans and new potatoes with a little bacon in there. Oh, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Well, that's cool she brought the family out, dude. Well, that's what I'm talking about, Warwick. If you look at the junk they put in them things, it seems like they try to get a bigger bun to make you think you're getting more. Which I don't need the bread, don't need that bun. And do we really know what they're putting in that hamburger that they're calling a hamburger? I was talking to someone the other day. I ain't gonna call them out by name. Said that they stopped by McDonald's and he got the daughter a Happy Meal for her to eat in the car because they was in a hurry. And he elected to get her apples instead of French fries. He got looking at the apples, had to plug that thing in. But he got her apples so they could eat somewhat healthy. He's looking at the apples and they're just as pretty as can be. And he's like, I know they didn't just cut them up. So then he took a bite of one of them. It didn't taste nothing like an apple. It tasted like chemicals. And you know they spray something on them to keep them looking fresh. And that's the world that we live in. They're great to snack on right out of the bag. It's speedy though, eating healthy. Yeah, I know. Spendy, I knew what you meant. Well, you know, that's like I just shared a post the other day, if y'all ever go on my Facebook, and it showed a little thing of French fries for $1. It showed a little cup of fruits and vegetables, $4.99. You know, one of them type deals. They put in maybe most of an apple and a few grapes, you know. You can't get that much in a little cup. Damn sure ain't $5 worth of fruit in there. But they know if you're going to try to eat healthy, they want a profit. I'm going to start trying to... And now part of my problem is I ain't got no teeth. And I ain't got no fake teeth that I wear. So a lot of them fruits and vegetables is kind of hard on me to eat without teeth. Which is why I'm talking about getting a steamer for the microwave. But green beans, I'd be able to handle those. And I like cooked green beans. So I might have to try regular green beans. And they say the green vegetables are the best ones for you. The green fruits and vegetables. Those are the ones that got the best of green and yellow, actually, they say. But now if my green bean turns yellow, I ain't so sure I want it. Yeah, I know, Warwick. I'm smoking like a freight train, brother. Sorry. Hopefully one day, not in the too far future, I'll be quitting myself. One task at a time. So that new channel that we're going to be doing is going to be about me and Little Joe on a little trip for better health. So y'all might want to check it out. It ain't officially started yet. Joe's got it up. Dadgummit, what's he call it? What did we call it? A father and son's journey for better health. So, and he just started classes for his PhD stuff. So I've made up some videos. He's got to make some up, then blend them all together to make our intro video. Hopefully he can do that this weekend. But he already told me he started classes today. And he told me, Pop, this is going to be tough on me. I got all the faith in the world in the young man. But a couple of these classes, I don't know, Warwick. It's going to be umbrellaed under this one. But like I said, I don't know if he's hit the right buttons to make it go live yet. And it's at a stage where he has to get on his laptop to do some of it. To do the final little computer stuff to make it go live. And there's nothing there yet to see. I'll keep y'all updated. So just kind of watch my videos and my live streams, even if you got back up to do it. Oh, goodness. Well, exactly, Cutter. Thank you. That's exactly what I've been saying. I'm not just diving into it head first with my eyes closed. That's why this week I'm working on waters. I'm cutting out my energy drinks and my sodas. So, but now I'm not going to just totally suffer. I was just talking to Grandma about that tonight. I'll divulge more about this in the on the other channel, but I was just telling her tonight that this other one, this plan that I'm going to be kind of following, they basically want you to be a vegan and cut out all meats, all forms of meats. And like I told her, I understand trying to get healthy and trying to live a healthier life. Gotcha. And their thing is that if you've got diabetes, which I have diabetes now, I found that out almost a year ago. No, I'm not taking the shots. And that's what got me started on this dieting stuff. Is once I wrapped my head around it and came to accept it, I've been researching it, and I found a little deal that can help me a lot with it. And Little Joe's going to take that journey with me as moral support. So I have someone doing it with me. Plus, he's not a little guy himself. And he has seen his grandpa have diabetes. Now I have it. He has an uncle that has it. And he's following right in our shoes. So he's going to try to start getting a handle on his before he gets it, if that makes sense to you. And I think it's awesome with the stuff he's got going on in his life that he's going to be my buddy on this stuff. That's pretty cool. So, but yeah, like I told Grandma, I can see cutting back on my meats and stuff. I can see that. Watching my diet, eating less of the bad stuff, more of the good stuff, I can see that. I do not see cutting meat out of my life entirely. I don't see it. No. Little messages keep popping up. I'm reading them. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Well, that's what I'm saying, Carlos. I don't think he has it live yet. Well, I got stuff going off every damn where. Okay. Nothing real important. So anyway, that's my boring life. I'm going to try not to talk too much about it on this channel. I want to save it for the other channel. And hopefully y'all will come along and join us on our journey. And you might learn something. You might decide to try to adapt a little bit of it into your own life. Well, there you go, Warwick. And I'm trying not to get that bad. You know? I mean, we've taken a turn for the worse over here in America. And a lot of the countries, such as Australia, from my understanding, has adopted a bunch of our bad eating habits. We've just gotten so damn lazy, it's easier to go to a fast food joint and eat all the chemicals and preservatives and trash that they feed us than to go home and cook the good stuff. Well, it's hard to cook the good stuff out here, but I'm going to have a better go at it. We'll just see how it all works out for me. But I have learned that what they're telling me is true, and it all sounds good, is diabetes is reversible. And I'll get into it on that other channel. You know, I've heard of diabetes, and I never really checked into it and did any homework on it. I have now. It's amazing how when it starts affecting your life, you can start checking it out, ain't it? But I'll break it down more on that other channel. Well, congratulations, Ralph. From 600 pounds to 275, you're doing good. See, and I'm at about 267 when I weighed Sunday. And they tell me that I'm supposed to be down 170 to 190 for my height and all that. I really don't see that. If I get down to 170, I'm going to look silly as all get out. Big old head and no body. And now, if I can get down to 200, I think I'd be happy. And I think my body would too. Well, good deal on doing better, Kevin. When you getting back out here? Well, exactly, Cutter. I wish I had started paying more attention a few years ago. But in this truck, in this lifestyle, driving a truck, you don't have a lot of choice without it being a major pain. And I was a sissy. I didn't do the major pain. I just went with the flow and ate that garbage out of these places. Well, now this place, they had some halfway decent barbecue. They got the back 40 barbecue in this place. But you know what I mean. Your typical truck stop, hot dogs, Subway sandwich, fast food joints. You know. Well, that's what I try to do, Kevin. I try to cook at home on the weekends, which ties up my weekends cooking. Then I'll bring out 4 or 6 meals out here, which the healthiest of meals that I've been cooking at home. So I'm having to try to change that. I cooked up some eggplant, not like we normally do. Tried cooking it healthy without rolling it in the eggs and the flour and all that. And I don't know if I overcooked it or what. But at the house it was okay, just okay. And normally okra or eggplant, I love it. So I think I overcooked it. When I warmed it up out here the other night, it was not good. So, you know, me and Grandma's got some learning to do. Well, saying that, thank you for saying that. Now, I assume you're talking from experience on cutting out the red meat. That's what I was just telling Little Joe and, well, a couple people. I've talked to a few people about it. I totally get cutting out the beef and the porks. The pork because of all the fat in it. But like I was telling them, when you buy your hamburger at the store, it's 80-20. Well, that means they've added 20% fat. The fat's not good for you on the diabetes. And they're telling you to cut out everything. I'm sorry. I don't see why you'd have to cut out fish. Yes, I know fish has a fat in it, but nothing like the pork. And the way Grandma cleans her chickens, she gets the fat off. She cuts all that fat off of them. And then when you cook it, you're losing more fat. So, you know, I'm sorry, but I don't see cutting out all meats like a vegan does. You know, little healthier choices is what I'm going for. And hopefully that'll work. I understand, Warwick, but you're at home, my brother. I wish I was. Anthony, howdy. Well, I'm having issues about the exercise. I'm going to be working on the weight. I downloaded a couple apps for me to do some walking. But until dark, it was 100 degrees. Out there right now, it's still in the upper 80s. And I already have bad feet because of the diabetes. I've not exercised in years, so I'm not that crazy about getting out and trying to walk in this heat and get all sweaty and nasty and then climb into my bunk. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do on the exercise part. Now I have, when I've hit my customers, y'all know I'm LTL, so I'll hit several customers a day most days. I have gotten where I'll walk around a little bit, pace a little bit while they're getting me unloaded. A little more that way. A little more beats none is what I'm looking at. How do I want to say this? I don't want to just go whole hog and burn myself out. I'm afraid if I get out here and do a bunch of walking, cut everything out once, that I'm going to get so burnt out that that's just a recipe for failure. And I don't want to fail at this. So I'm going to ease myself into it and see where it goes. But I damn sure ain't going to try to do it all at one time and then get discouraged. Kevin, I ain't really read up on the new hours. Somebody else asked me that earlier. I had another trucker friend call me and he was telling me what they are saying. I've got a link that he sent me. I haven't read it. It's going to be what it's going to be. To be honest with you, my friend, my give a damn is shattered on anything trucking. I'm just going through the motions out here. I'm just trying to make retirement or get a way out. I'm working on both. So, you know, we'll see where it goes. Well, certain carbohydrates, certain carbs, Warwick, your processed ones, such as breads, stuff like that, yes. Your carbs and your fruits and vegetables don't hurt you if you eat them as a whole. That means like your potatoes. If you will eat the skins with your potatoes, then it helps it to process. Your carbs, those are the carbs we're supposed to get. We do need carbs, and it starts breaking it all down together, and it goes into your system slowly, and your body can burn them off a lot more. See, Anthony, I understand what you and Warwick are talking about, and some of this stuff is myths. When you're doing what y'all are talking about, cutting out the carbs and all that, that brings down the sugar levels that you're testing for, but it is not treating the cause of diabetes. And I want to get to the cause of diabetes. And I've done some research to find out how to do that. What up, Queso? Greetings from Las Vegas. Well, thank you. I'm not in Las Vegas. I'm over here real close to Wichita Falls, Texas. There you go, Anthony. That's what I'm talking about. Vegetables, the green leafy veggies are the best ones for you. The yellow ones are good for you. Yes. My problem with the bell peppers, the peppers, I love them. But boy, they don't normally love me. So I'm hoping cleaning my system out and whatnot that I'm not going to eat that same bell pepper 4 times. that gets old. I did stuffed bell peppers a couple weeks ago. I put boudin in mine, buddy. Well, I was just talking about the eggplants, and I'd planned on grilling it. And I didn't go out and fire the grill up, so I wound up cooking it in the oven, and it didn't turn out good. And I'm not a real big fan of the vinegars, but I might try it. Well, cutting out your the red meats helps you a lot. That is true. Well, that's what I'm saying, Anthony. With the heat that we've been having here in Texas and Oklahoma, that walking part's not sounding real good to me. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do there. Howdy, Cliff. Well, exactly, Kevin. That's the whole point. Is the white of that potato is where your carbs and starches are. The only place you get any good out of potato is the skin. And I haven't got to look it up. I meant to look it up earlier. They was talking about just a potato diet, which I found interesting. But they said no butter, no creams, none of that stuff. Just the potato and some seasonings. And they said you do that for 30 days and you'd be surprised what happens to you. Which goes against everything that I've heard about carbs and all this. I'm not going to do that, but that's what they was talking about. So I'm still going to be watching my carbs, don't get me wrong. However, I am going to have a potato once in a while. I had a sandwich today for lunch, and I had bread with it. So I'm going to have a few of my carbs and cut them out like I've been cutting them out for the last year ever since I found out I had diabetes. That's when I got the divorce from Little Debbie. So don't get me wrong, I ain't going to be stupid about the carbs, but it's kind of like my meats. I'm not going to just totally cut all my carbs out. If you're not enjoying the life that you're living now, is it really a quality life? And that's what they was talking about, is what kind of quality of life you have. Well, hell, in this rolling prison cell, I ain't got quality of life any damn ways. So now you take away any of the good food and just replace it with BS. What quality of life is that? It's kind of like my dad. He was not in good shape. He was about 82 years old. He still had a garden outside that kept getting smaller and smaller. But he had a garden outside, and his doctor told him, don't go out and work in that garden no more. Don't be getting up and going in the kitchen and cooking. Now you got to understand, my dad was 400 plus pounds. He's been a big boy all my life. And just they basically told him, sit in his recliner and wait to die. And that's how he took it. And he told him, he said, Doc, why would I do that? If I'm not doing something I enjoy, I'm dead already. How about if I just do this stuff a little mellower? You know, and he did his stuff. He did cut out his gardening the last year or so. But he still would get up and cook. Had that oxygen hose with him. He never smoked in his, well, yeah, he did smoke way back before I started kindergarten, and I ain't no young kid. So what quality of life do you have if you don't eat something that you're enjoying? I mean, I'm a cook and an eater, you know? So I just have to learn how to adapt and change stuff up a little bit. And no, it ain't gonna be easy. I know that. Kind of like drinking this water. It ain't gonna be easy. But 20 years ago, Grandma got me to go from regular Mountain Dew to Diet Mountain Dew. That was a big change. That was a hard one. That diet soda just didn't taste the same. Now here in a little bit when I get off here, real good chances I'm going to crack the top on that Mountain Dew. And when I take my bed meds, I'm going to take it with a good old swig of Mountain Dew. So, and I don't see that having one drink of Mountain Dew during the day is going to hurt me that bad. Whoop, it blocked out on me for a second. But he's trying to live a better lifestyle at 26. I'm good now, but I don't ever want to be taking meds every day. Well, I'll tell you something there, Kevin. Right there, buddy. What happens when you don't do your eating right? 4 times a day at least. So, and I'll tell you something else that a lot of people don't realize, and they don't really get the true testing for it, is even if you're a skinny individual, like Stone. Stone's a skinny rascal. Y'all know Stone off here. Skinny boys like him, he's 30 years old, skinny as a rail. He can already set himself up for diabetes. You don't have to be a fat person to get diabetes. That is a misconception that too many people have. Skinny folks get it just as well. You are correct, Anthony, that the root problem to diabetes is fat, not only in your liver, but it is in your pancreas, and it's also in your muscles. And you've stored all this fat that comes from animal fat and from sugars, and now the pancreas goes trying to make your insulin, and your muscles are not taking it. That's where it normally goes, and it's not taking it because it's already full. It's full of bullshit, pardon my French, but it's full of fat and sugars. So it's already full. It rejects it. That's when you become insulin rejected, or something. I can't think their terminology for it. But that's when you start becoming diabetic. So the whole thing is to eat more of those greens and yellow vegetables. Cut out taking in so much stuff that turns into fat, and make your body start getting red and cleaning itself out. One of the best ways to do that is to start fasting. I want to do fasting in my life. I am now trying to increase my times in between my eating and getting ready to start doing some fasting. And that ain't going to be easy. And that's what I'm saying. this ain't gonna be an easy trip I have to take. And kudos to Little Joe for gonna be there for Pop and walk hand in hand with me on it. And I hope some of y'all come over to the channel and be support for me. Good on you, Kevin. You need to come over and join my other channel when Little Joe gets it up and going. If people like you that are trying to lose and whatnot, if you share your stories, if you'll come over there and be moral support to us, I'll try to be supportive to you. And let several of us get a little healthier. Everybody ain't got to go on this diet with me, by no means. I ain't asking nobody to. But if you come over and we communicate, we talk, you learn from me, I learn from you, we support each other. Sound like victory to me for all of us. Well, Warwick, you need to get on that channel with me too, brother. Sound like I ain't the only unhealthy individual that's unhealthy. And I hope these cigarettes are going to go bye-bye here in the near future. We'll see how that works. And I will be looking for help from y'all on how to cook some of these veggies. I mean, just like a while ago, they was telling me to grill the eggplant and marinate with the balsamic vinegar. I'm not a big fan of vinegars, but I'm going to try that. So whoever that was that told me, thank you. And no, it didn't go over my head. I'll be trying that. And I don't know how to cook these damn veggies. I ain't going to lie. Other people's cooked them and I eat them. If it's normally out of that freezer bag, you know, in the freezer section. That ain't what I need. I need to learn how to cook the fresh stuff. Well, it depends on how you fry it there, Kevin. Your eggplant, tomato, green tomatoes. I like both of them. But I'm used to putting them in the butter, then in the flour, and then in the deep fryer. Or in the skillet. You ain't supposed to do that. BBQ, what's up? See, now he probably ain't gonna like our conversation tonight. Well, that's what I'm counting on, Anthony, a little bit at a time. Well, they're political. I can't answer that for you, dude. That depends upon what you want out of life. You know, what do you want out of your career? If you have a family, you need to consider going local. If you don't have a family, I think all drivers should come out here and do OTR for a couple years, just so you know how the rest of the world is out here. And then consider going local. But if you got a family and a real life, you need to go local now if you find a job. Yeah, I've known a couple of drivers that have tried that gym and stuff, and that's hard out here in a big truck. You don't hit an area frequently enough where you can actually go work out, and Most of them don't have parking for a big truck. And I'm not going to park 5 miles away and pay Uber 10 or 20 bucks to get me back and forth to a gym. No, I can't do that. That don't make no financial sense. I hear you, Anthony. I didn't put lettuce on it, though. Well, I'm reading his comments as I'm scrolling it. Kevin, he's saying the diet sodas suck. They ain't much better than the real ones. Go ahead and drink the real ones. I don't need all the sugar out of the real ones. The fake sugar and the diet ones are bad enough, and I really don't want that. Not anymore. So, I grew up drinking water. Water and Kool-Aid's all I had growing up. Was lucky to get the Kool-Aid. So, it's just a matter of changing lifestyle. You know, changing some of my habits. So, I can get to drinking water. It ain't that bad. Yeah, I don't do the sweet tea. Well, Warwick, that's where you tell your doctor the beer's got water in it. You know? And seeing that's something Grandma tells me is I don't drink enough. Because I'll do one monster drink. And it's what? 16 ounces. I'll do one of those. And I'll start on that about 7 o'clock in the morning. And I might finish it off by 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So now it's had ice in there that melts with it. And then I'll fill that jug up, the same jug, which actually holds 16 ounces. It looks big, but with the ice in it, it holds 16 ounces. And I might drink one of the Mountain Dews like that. So about 32 ounces a day, plus the melted ice. And Grandma's like, that ain't enough. You need to drink more. Well, now, damn it, they got me on a pee pill that makes me pee because they say I'm retaining water, but yet tell me to drink more. And yes, I understand about if you drink more, your cells release it, blah, 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 gotcha. That's what a truck driver needs, is to drink more, be on a pee pill, and have to stop to pee. Somewhere there's got to be a break. See, now that's a big old truck driver over there. And I'm trying not to get like that, because I know he's got issues. Just from walking, I can tell he's got issues. You was a skinny diabetic, they're out there, Warwick. People don't think they are. They think diabetes is just from overweight, and it's not. That's right, Carlos. It's not prejudice. He'll get us off. Well, see, actually, they was talking about olive oil ain't good for you. I read the broccoli and I had looked again. I was starting to say cabbage, but the broccoli and all that. So I had Little Joe look up olive oil, and you should look it up. Do a WikiLeaks on it. On is olive oil good for you? It might surprise you. Hey, what's up with you? How's that school going then? Being you're halfway through the first week? Well, I'll make a video. I'll probably make a video titled "The New Channel's Up." So y'all just be watching, and when you see it, come watch a video, and I'll tell you a little bit about how to get there. So that'd be cool with some support from y'all. Well, that's like New. If New goes and watch some of my old videos about the eating and stuff out here, it'd be a good time for them to start learning New on the road about how they should have killed you. I hear you, Warwick. You keep having that liver tested, right? Well, that's what I think, Anthony. Steaming the veggies. I figured bring them up, put them in the ice box, and it can't take that long to steam them. So when I stop for my 30-minute break, I don't care what the new hours of service is on that nonsense. When I stop taking my break, I'll steam me some veggies for my lunch. When it comes time for dinner, I'll steam some veggies and probably have something else with it. I'm not going to turn into a vegan. I can already tell you that. I am going to increase my vegetables a lot. Yeah, I know it. The no butter part, that sucks. Me and Grandma's big on butter and lemon pepper. We cook our veggies and lots of butter and lots of lemon pepper. Yeah, it is a shame, Anthony, but it's up. JJ, what's up? Yeah, I seen that, JJ. I had a busy world that day. I meant to call you back and ain't done it. Well, Sam, they're telling me to cut the eggs out. So, which used to be one of my favorite snacks for out here. I'd throw me a couple eggs in a bag and some little smokies and cheese or whatever, and that's what I would munch on going down the road. And evidently I wasn't helping myself too damn much, was I? What's up today? You're back again? Well, JJ, you need to cut them sodas out, man. No, man, I ain't got the purple ankles and all that. Well, sorry, Warwick. Well, that depends. You need to read up on that olive oil. All right, Anthony. Good luck, brother. Well, that's cool. All right, Anthony, I'll remember that about your frozen veggies. Well, good deal, only. Welcome. Glad you made it. Of course, I ain't going to be on a whole lot longer. Well, I understand, JJ. That's how I've been, and it's biting me in the ass. Well, good on you there, Carlos. Down to 186. $270 playing football, huh? Well, boys and girls, been on air well over an hour. I know Grandma getting ready to go to bed. I need to be thinking about it myself. Me and you both, Kevin. $205. I wish I was down to 205. When I weighed 190, I felt pretty good. But now that was damn near 30 years ago. So I stayed skinny as a rail and hit about 30. Then I started putting weight on and I got up there at around the 190. I felt good. 180, 190. 200 wasn't bad. Then I climbed into a truck and I got all the way up to 299, and that's when I first started dieting. Did the Atkins diet and lost about 60 pounds. But as soon as I came off of it, half of it came back on. So I know that Atkins diet only too well. All right, folks. Everybody's starting to say goodbye. I'm going to do the same thing. Appreciate y'all coming in and listening to me rant and rave and carry on. Look forward to some of y'all on the new channel when we get it up and going. And y'all remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Good night.